What if I told you the most powerful tool in human history, language, may have been a gift from a woman the world forgot? She wasn't just a myth. She was a mother, a rebel, a prophet, and some say, a goddess. Her name was Carmenta, and before alphabets, before Rome ruled the world, she dared to rewrite humanity's code. This is not your average history story. This is UTAK Diaries, and we're diving into the untold origins of writing, prophecy, and one woman who may have changed civilization forever. Subscribe now, because the forgotten ones are often the most powerful. Ancient Italy. Before the Roman Republic, before Caesar, before Latin even existed, the world was run by memory, all spoken. Stories were passed down orally, myths, laws, poems, and every time someone retold it, things changed. Power lived in the mouths of poets, and history died with the elders. Writing did exist, in the form of pictographs and symbols from the Greeks, Etruscans, and Phoenicians, but alphabets, those were young, fragmented, and far from common use. Enter Carmenta wasn't born in Rome. She made Rome remember. Her earlier stories are shrouded in myth and mystery. Some call her a goddess of childbirth, fate, and prophecy. Others say she was a real woman, a healer, a poet, and the mother of Evander, one of the founders of Roman culture. She was the keeper of memory, and the oracle of what's to come. In Roman legend, Carmenta could see backwards and forwards in time. Even her name reflects that. Carmenta comes from Carmina Latin, for songs or spells, and from Carmen, meaning poem, chant, or prophetic verse. She was literally named for the power of spoken words. But Carmenta wasn't just a wise woman, she was a rebel. Legend says she rejected the Greek alphabet brought by invaders. She found their letters too rigid, too foreign. Instead, she transformed it, softened it, and made it fit the Latin tongue. While others bowed to tradition, Carmenta rewrote the code of communication itself. In doing so, she angered the gods, particularly Mercury, the god of messages, and Apollo, keeper of truth. But Carmenta didn't flinch. She created a system that ordinary people could learn. She taught it to farmers, midwives, storytellers, not just priests. This act, democratizing language, was seen as heresy by the ruling elite. Though no single scroll confirms Carmenta invented the Latin alphabet, her fingerprints are everywhere. The Roman alphabet, the one we still use today, is based on Etruscan adaptations of the Greek script. But what changed it, what evolved it, is still debated. Carmenta is said to have removed harsh letters, adding softer sounds that better match the Latin dialects of early Italy. Think of it like this: if the Greeks made the bones, Carmenta gave it a heartbeat. Even the Sibylline books, sacred prophetic texts of Rome, were said to be written in a form of early Latin that her followers promoted. She gave language to the people, and let history be told by more than just kings. Carmenta wasn't just a prophet. She was a mother. She gave birth to Evander, a demigod and culture hero in Roman myth. Evander would go on to found the city of Pallanteum, which later became part of Rome itself. Every time a Roman child learned to write, it was thanks to a woman they barely remembered, but who lived through their letters. Evander carried her teachings to the Tiber River. He taught the early Romans to read, write, and build with knowledge, not just stone. Carmenta wasn't worshipped as a warrior or seductress like many female figures in myth. She was revered for her mind, and that made her dangerous. CT6, the Carmentalia festival. Carmenta's legacy lived on, even as Rome tried to bury her under marble and war. Every January 11th and 15th, Roman women celebrated the Carmenta, a festival held in her honor. Only women could enter her shrine. Only women could speak her name in sacred rituals. In a world ruled by emperors and generals, one temple remained where only the voices of women echoed. They prayed not just for safe births, but for memory, prophecy, and the strength to rewrite their own stories. Even the high priests acknowledged her power, but kept her on the edge of official religion. Carmenta was never forgotten by the people, only by history books. As Rome expanded, Carmenta's name faded. Why? The alphabet she helped shape became the weapon of empires. Latin spread across continents, etched in law, religion, and war. But her name vanished. Was it because she was a woman in a man's world? Because she defied the gods and made knowledge available to all? Or was it simply too dangerous to remember the one who gave everyone the power to speak? Erasing her was no accident. It was history's first act of censorship. Her temple was destroyed. Her name rarely appeared in Roman education. And yet, the letters she inspired never stopped speaking. Today, we still use the alphabet that began in whispers and rebellion. Every A, B, and C echoes Carmenta's vision. We may not worship her, but she lives in every tweet, every book, every love letter, every law. Her ghost hides in plain sight. In the letters we use to tell our truths, her story reminds us that revolutions don't always come with swords or armies. Sometimes they come with language, and sometimes the greatest revolution is simply the right to remember. Carmenta gave the world letters, and in doing so, gave us the ability to shape the future. The alphabet was once a secret tool of the elite. She made it a weapon for everyone. Now you know her name. Now you can write it. This was UTAK Diaries, where forgotten truths speak louder than myths. Like, comment, and subscribe, because history is full of legends hiding in the margins.